Nice with the license came back too, got the day on
Yours.
come on. And greetings to the public. To the end of this little game of charm.
EFN. Drink Chat Podcast. Make some noise!
Go to the twins.
And right now, you know, salute living legends. And when we speak of the guests that we have right now, there's no equivocations, there's no type of doubt at all. Controlled the rap game, has represented, has traveled across the world, took pictures with Madonna and he's the only guy I know that got away with a speedo. He's still the coolest guy in the world. When you think of smooth operator, you gotta think of him. And I gotta ask him what it makes to be a smooth operator. And in case you people don't know who we are talking about, we got Big Daddy Kane in the motherfucking man, we're so excited to have you. Listen, I don't know, because I pulled up some old lyrics, and I thought you was a Don Perignon guy, so I got Don Perignon, but we also know that you are, nobody got you red wine. That's your thing? That's
Absolutely.
Your thing right there?
We
need to pop that. Yeah, exactly. As soon as I pulled it out, I thought, we acted like it's a twist on. We got you too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What made you switch to red wine?
Well, no, honestly, I was messing with the Remy. You know what I mean? You know, all that sugar from that was just putting too much weight on me.
Yeah, a cognac.
Yeah. I was doing that Remy like hard. Like me and my dude, like we like knocked down like maybe like 2/5 a night.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had
original Drink Champs.
Listen, the whole time we've been on Drink Champs, we're on 100 and something episodes. We've never popped a bottle of Dawn. I'm popping it in commemoration to you, my brother, for motherfucking Big Daddy Kane. I'm popping a bottle of Dawn. This is an old bottle too. Look at that.
We're gonna do the slow-mo?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. You go ahead.
I think we need to. You have such a long career.
Yes.
I want to take it from the beginning. Like, what inspired you to get just to start spitting? Period.
You know, honestly, it was something that I got into at a young age because of an older cousin I looked up to. You know, I mean, it was that type of thing. Yeah.
Oh,
it was something, you know, that my older cousin was doing, really just. And he told me, like, you know, yo, you too young.
Was he making records?
Nah, just him and two of his boys around the way, you know, in Bed-Stuy, you know, they was like a little rap group, a 3-man rap group. And he told me I was too young, like, nah, you know, when you get older. So then from that point, my mission became to be better than the other two dudes down with him. So I started off writing battle rhymes, you feel me? And that's what I was doing. Then when I felt I had it right, I went and battled the two dudes down with him, beat them.
Who are much older than you.
Yeah, they're much older.
At the time.
I battled them and beat them, and then asked them, can I be down now, you know?
Hold on, I got notes and shit, nigga. Yeah,
but okay, so you battle them, now you're just doing it on the block. You're just spitting as a hobby, I'm assuming.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
So,
yeah.
so how is it that you get to where you become Big Daddy Kane? Is there a persona before Big Daddy Kane? Did you have another name? Did you?
That's a hard name, though, Big Daddy Kane.
Like, I'm sure that you went through a couple names, maybe.
Well, before Big Daddy Kane, it was just MC Kane.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just MC Kane.
MC Kane.
Yeah.
All right, so now look, I was speaking to my good brother Fat Joe today. So Fat Joe calls me and I'm mad hype. He's like, yo, I said, yo, I got Kane on today. So he said, Budweiser Superfest. Budweiser, he said he demanded that I ask you this question. Budweiser Superfest, Biggie and Tupac actually came out. The only time that the footage of Biggie and Tupac
Is that famous record?
Yeah, actually performing.
Where Brooklyn at? Where that one?
You know what Fat Joe told me? That that wasn't even their set. They were coming out with Kane.
No, yeah,
that was
Kane.
my set. And Joe was next up to rhyme when they gave me to wrap it up. Like, you got 5 minutes. So I wasn't able to even bring Joe on. But Joe was standing there with the mic ready. You know, they gave me to wrap it up.
Joe still was like, man, if I said Dave Laurie, but he's still all set.
Nah, if I had 5 more minutes, he'd have been on there. Real talk,
That's what he was dick, man. Let us know the first time you met Jay-Z.
The first time I met Jay-Z, it was back in, I want to say 88 maybe. There was like in the early 80s or mid 80s, like, my name was popping in Brooklyn for battling people.
Of course.
But there was one dude whose name was bigger than mine. This guy named Jazz.
Jazzo?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like, he was more popping. And then to top it off, to make matters worse, dude around the corner from me, Fresh Gordon, they had a Gordy Groove record. Fresh Gordon did a mixtape with Jazz, and I live around the corner for him. So I'm like, you gonna get a Marcy cat when I'm right here?
Now you from Fort Greene or no?
No. I'm from off Lewis Ave, 2 blocks from Roosevelt Project.
Okay, cool.
In West Side. So I'm like, you go get the Marcy cat instead of dude right around the corner. So now I'm really pissed. I'm like, me and this Jazz dude have to battle. We're gonna have to battle.
So you don't have a Hawaiian Sophia, none of that out at this time.
No. This is like neither one of us had deals.
Okay.
Neither one of us had deals.
Okay.
And it just never happened. I tried to find a Jazz. It never happened. I am, but I do have records out, and I get a call from the Shirt Kings. And they say, yo, we want you to do a mixtape at Gordon Crib with Jazz. And I'm like, well, if it's a battle, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm making records now, but that shit still was eating me up,
So you saying back then, battling was like more important than even getting on a record with a person, like actually battling the MCs.
Well, I mean, being on the record with a person was great too. But like I said, this was something personal. I mean, I love Jazz now, and I have a lot of respect for him, But I mean, this was something personal there, So it was like, yeah, we can do it if we battle.
Okay.
And then when I get there to Gordy Crib, he's like, nah, listen, Jazz ain't with EMI no more, so we just wanted to, like, do something, maybe y'all do something together, where he can, really shine and whatnot, we, get the brother a new deal.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool.
Okay.
And then Jazz asked me, yo, can my man rhyme on it?
Right.
And I'm like, I don't care.
This is pretty fast, Jay.
So we did the joint, me, Jazz, and Jay-Z. And then afterwards, dude from the Shirt King, he was like, yo, you think maybe you can take Jazz up to Cold Chillin' and maybe try to get him a deal, something?
Cold Chillin's the record label for your young boys. Go ahead, continue.
So I told him, yo, I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of like the skinny light-skinned nigga better.
Talking about Jay-Z.
Talking about Jay-Z. And, from that point, me and Jay got hooked up, and like I was trying, I tried my hardest, to get him, a deal with several different labels, just things just didn't work out. But lucky dude was smart enough to, figure out a way to do it on his own,
Yeah. But let me just interject for 1 second. Big Daddy Kane is the first guest that came with their own corkscrew. God damn. Classy guy, man. Listen, man. I wouldn't expect anything less. Yeah, I wouldn't. Listen. In my mind, you was gonna drink Dom Perignon, so I still got 2 bottles of Dom Perignon just in case you want to reminisce. What is I'll get back to the Jay-Z thing later, but okay, you wrote The Vapors, correct?
Yeah.
For Biz Markie.
Like, okay, come on, guys. We need everybody to shut the hell up, please. So look,
This is prior to you having your own record. Is it?
Yeah.
because that's how I heard. I heard that that's how you kind of got on. Like you was writing for Biz and
Yeah.
Roxanne Shante. But was Biz like the first record that you wrote for that blew up? Was it The Vapors? You like The Vapors? You was The Vapors record?
It was now first with some of Nobody Beats the Biz.
Nobody
yeah.
beats the
Classic.
Biz. Nobody beats the Biz.
But like Biz came to me, he was like, yo, I got this. He told me he's doing the thing like using the Wiz song, and he got this flow that he wanted the zigga 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 zigga. He's like, let it flow like that,
Right.
and just put something together. So that was the first.
And you knew that? You knew you could think like somebody else? Like, because that's what
Well, I mean, I was pretty much around Biz most of the time.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Were
saying?
you
And
already
I
Juice
knew-
Crew? Like you already Juice Crew at this time?
Nah. Biz, he was Juice Crew, but not me.
Right. So how'd you meet Biz?
I met Biz through this here cat in Long Island. This dude in Long Island named Wayne was dating my cousin Nikki. And whenever he'd be around, he'd always be telling me about this dude named Biz Markie D. Biz Markie D this, Biz Markie D that, such and such and such. So one day he came because my grandmother lived right across the street from the Albee Square Mall. So
I got my first gold fronts for Albee Square Mall. Throw that out there.
All right, what's up?
Yeah.
In the basement?
Yep.
There you go.
We up with the friends too.
Yeah.
A bunch of Fort Greene niggas took me there.
Oh, okay.
From Farragut. My big up Troy Aldo, my people from Farragut. I'm sorry.
No. You gotta mention that. Gotta do that. Yeah. But I mean, this time, he's like, yo, my man Biz is in the mall. Yo, he was just beatboxing too and all this here stuff. I'm like, he in the mall right now? So I'm like, let me meet him. But I'm like, I need you to understand something. After the day, when I eat his ass up, from now on, you go to this Biz Markie D dude, you tell him about MC Kane.
Right.
So we went over there. I asked Biz to battle. We battled. And after the battle, Biz was like, yo, you dope, man. You should get down with me. If you get down with me, I promise you, man, we're going to make a record one day, man.
And Biz is big at this time? Or
Nah.
he's just locally big?
No, matter of fact, Biz wasn't even down to Juice Crew then. Yeah, he was actually just rocking with the Mike and Dave cats, doing parties in like Harlem, BX, and Long Island. Yeah.
Wow. So now let's take me in the mind frame of the Vapors. Did somebody shit on you? And you wanted to just get them back into music?
I had nothing to do with that. All that was Biz's idea.
Oh,
The whole thing was Biz's idea. Like Biz was like,
So you wrote it with him in mind? Like when you were writing?
no, he came with
Biz told me, yo, remember you was telling me that story about, your family member, whoopie whoop, you should write about that, And he was like, and talk to Cool V, talk to Swan, and I just talked with them, and they told me different stories about, cats that try to play them but been sweating them now.
Right. So who came up with the actual word Vapors?
Biz. And it came up one day in the Albee Square Mall.
Y'all can play Biz in the movie, right? Keep it real.
So everybody was writing each other's stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go there and tell you like, it wasn't no motherfuckers wrote the whole Salt and Pepper. This person wrote the crew.
Right.
So Kid and Play, I was listening to Kid and Play. They dope. You know what I'm saying? But they were saying the same thing. How
it's called Cleo.
the music industry is a machine.
It
ain't no just now. It's just about you.
Which is Spanish grade.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't got no machine. Now that was as an art form, it was a machine, but they really wasn't business. They was street. You know what I'm saying? But we do. We rap, we beatbox, we battle. You know what I'm saying?
You guys,
this during the time break dance and all of that, graffiti.
Let me ask you,
You know what I'm saying? You got,
how come
everybody was grinding all that. Like they had Rakim on there.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, here's my thing, which I've always tried to explain. It's like, once you cross that line, you sign that paper,
right?
You cross that line.
What you mean?
Well, I mean, it's like, on the street, you're an MC. But once you sign that paper and start making records, you're an artist.
You know, he produced.
So it's really where you want to go with it.
Right.
You know, I mean, with me, I've always tried to walk a fine line and do a little bit of both. As an artist, I try to make music for men and women, you know, touch of R&B and keep the, the hood shit as well. But also spit, battle cats, and do real MC shit. You know, I always try to walk that fine line. But I mean, it's like for someone like Biz is an artist who makes, you know, some of the most funniest records that make you enjoy life. You know, so I mean, with Drake doing the same thing, and if he does have cats writing for him, I have no problem with that. I mean, and you know, I think that makes him a great artist.
Because I don't look at Biz no less than an artist. I don't look at Eazy-E. Eazy-E actually said on the record, he said, Ice Cube writes the rhymes that I say. And for some reason, it didn't bother me. But
and Dre never wrote his rhymes.
I found out even a dope one Puff Flute on, but I don't write rhymes, I write checks.
Yeah. So how come these people don't tick off the average fan, but Drake does? You think it's because Drake is so high at the level, like you got to experience
I
to
think
be that
the
only guy.
People like
what? Do you think that's the reason?
What he
why
talking
Drake
about
is
the
received so
difference
much
between
love?
now and how like you know, with the Meek Mill and Drake battle, Meek Mill put the spotlight on Drake. Motherfuckers writing Drake, you know, music. You know what I mean? Like you don't like looking down. Right. As if you know, right. And you saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I write my own rap, but young people like that. Yeah, they want to do their own thing. They not trying to make no hit. They trying to make. They want to convince you. Seriously, they want to, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But I get it. They want to convince you that they hot, even if you not. You want to believe something about yourself, not even with the mind to prove it to the world. That's how you get it.
And I mean,
you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make you look like this.
Because
you know, we're gonna put all our effort forward into one person, so we can all be in this situation.
You should be considering yourself.
This generation don't think like that.
Yeah, you know, take the time.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, they frown on that. See, and see, that's when you get hustlers who rap. See, once hustlers rap, as far as you know, street dudes, right? Like you said, you want to join. It ain't nothing to rap and write rhymes.
Like, is it word of mouth?
So, and if you just, you know, if people feeling your life like this street lifestyle shit, it ain't gonna be hard to write about. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't, you know, if you a boisterous,
and some of the stuff
I got this, I do that, you know what I'm saying, type of dude.
Down the line.
And if you kind of
took off immediately,
like hip hop now is like a pass to be a it's like like what you see is real and it's fake.
Come on, one of your old niggas tell
you feel what I'm saying? Like a person can say they did this and did that and they ain't did none of that. I'm just saying the level of you real though. Them the real people. Them the real rappers. Like motherfuckers believe Jack. Motherfuckers believe. You know what I'm saying? You believe in music. So you think Jay-Z is that dude, so he can play that part. And now, but see what you do when you do that, the weak ones get on top because them the ones they gonna put up. They is the same. So I'm gonna put Jay on, not Daniel. You see what I'm saying? That's why you gonna have these dudes with the birds, and it's gonna be hard for you to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the mentality. They gonna put on the people who don't got the mind of greatness. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna go through some Kane Wines today, goddammit. So now, all right. So when was the actual move where you actually felt like, okay, I'm making progress to getting on? Like, because you just said that people didn't really take notice of you writing the record.
It was. It all. Let me see. What was it? It began when Nobody Beats the Biz.
Nobody.
Yeah. Before the Vapors, actually.
Okay, so
he just ate one. The day the Biz bought the beat, he was going I think to another record store to get the Steve Miller Band part for. So he asked me to run. I'm like, yo, I got a test today, man. I can't, fuck with you right now. You know, so he went on and walked to the store, and I went to school. But after school, I took the train to Marley, kept in Queens.
Same, but
And when I got here,
What is Queensbridge?
what you got two bones for?
sorry.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah.
Split them.
Going on.
Yeah.
Put the bones in the boat.
But when I got there, Biz wasn't there yet. So, you know, with Marley, he like cracked the door with the chain on it and was, you know, like, yo, Biz ain't here. I'm like, well, I was supposed to meet him here. And he's like, he ain't here. I'm like, you know, I rode the train all the way from Brooklyn.
Did you know who Marley Marl was at the time or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been there before.
Okay.
With the Cisco. He was like, your Biz ain't here. I don't know what to tell you, money. No doubt. I'm like, well, look, these are the rhymes he's supposed to say today. Just let him know I came through. Then he was like, you writing Biz stuff? I'm like, I wrote that, you know. He took the chain off and was like, you know, yo, how does this go? You know, and I was like spitting a little bit of it. He was like, I think he asked me, did I make the music? I was like, nah. And then he was like, yo, come on in. And he invited me in and then like asked me, do I rhyme? I was like, I spit something for him. And he was like, yo, let's work on something.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the first record you worked on, Mark?
I'll take you there.
I'll take you there.
Yeah.
Go on, girl. Yeah. Goddamn, I'm getting chills through my body, goddamn. Hold on, goddamn, my nose is going down. What the fuck is going on, goddamn?
Wait, but let's set what's the year that this has happened? Just so.
This is 87. No. Don't give me like 86 or 87. I can't remember when Nobody Beats the Biz came out. I want to say 87 though. I want to say 87.
So it's not even the height yet of Juice Crew, like what they was doing.
I mean, it was pretty much good because you know, I mean, we talking about the time of this is during Roxanne's Revenge, The Bridge. It's a demo, you know.
Wow.
So now, okay. So you make that record with Marley. Now, what is the first record that you felt like, wow, I kind of made it? Raw.
Yeah.
R.A.W. Terrorist. Here to bring trouble. Come on, Paul. Where you at? Come on, Jane. Talk about this, your baby artist. Let's go. I know all K lyrics. Let's go, baby. You want to battle? We gonna lip sync battle right now. I know I'm gonna win. So, Raw. Let's take me to that time frame.
Well, I mean, it's 87. I'm fresh off the joint with Biz at Just Rhyming with Biz. But yes, y'all. Too.
What club is popping? The Limelight?
Quarters, Rooftop, Union Square.
Woo! Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I mean, it was like, you know, we was fresh off that Just Rhyming with Biz where like, you know, I got a song out and, you know, I'm thinking that, you know, oh yeah, it's on now because I got this Just Rhyming with Biz joint with Biz. But since Biz started the song off, everybody thought it was Biz record.
Ooh.
So promoters is booking Biz like, you know, like, yeah, he'll probably bring New Dude with him.
Right.
So I got a song that they playing, you know, on the Rap Attack and on Red Alert, but nobody's booking me. I'm home broke as hell. You know, like I'm gonna listen to my joint on the radio and then go walk 13 blocks to go steal Mrs. Paul Fish sticks because I ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? So that's how it was. And I'm begging Fly Ty, you know, ran Coaching Records, can I do a song by myself? Can I just do something with just me? He like, it's not time. You need to let this record marinate for a while. Then finally, I guess he got tired of me getting on his nerves. And yeah, I went and like Marley, I was like, yo, my man just gave me this here, this Bobby Bird joint. And I found these here. Bobby Bird.
Oh, I was about to say, okay.
That's the drums. I'm good.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, my man just gave me this here Bobby Bird joint. And I found these here Crazy Horns from off the Black Caesar soundtrack, you know. And, you know, we put the joint together and that was that.
Yeah. I gotta get my notes. My nigga, they don't want to make me great. They don't want to make me great right now. Kane got me like some goosebumps and all that. This is real shit, man. All right, so now the Juice Crew, because you just touched on the Juice Crew lightly, right? Now, let's get even deeper.
Mm-hmm.
That symphony session. How did that go down?
There was the night I did Raw, I took G-Rap to the studio with me.
And how do you know G-Rap? You just can't say it.
Just through Juice Crew. I just met G through Juice Crew. Because we was like the two lyric. Nah.
Okay.
Well, I believe G may have had demo. He may have
It's the demo.
Yeah. But it was like we was the two lyrical.
G-Rap, right?
Yeah. Okay. We was the two lyrical dudes in the crew waiting to get our shine because everybody else was popping except us. You did. So we waiting to really get our shine.
So
you know?
are they looking at you like the two lyrical dudes? Is that the way y'all being looked at the time?
Yeah.
You also got record Craig G and Master Ace, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
So it's like, you know, when I had Raw, Marley brought the beat back, and me and G just did a little freestyle off of it. And Marley played it. Marley was the man. Like, yo, play the Raw version with Kane and G on it. You know? So
You said it was just first you and G on Symphony?
yeah. Well, because like, basically,
at
we
that
rhymed on
point,
Raw.
he was already, you know,
off the beat together.
master.
And Marley
That
played
By the time we heard it, he
came
was
out.
already got a deal and
legendary.
shit, you know what I'm
He
saying?
was legendary.
Yeah, you got it, you know what I'm saying? And up and through all this, this is the hard rock right here.
Right.
I need you and
Match
G to
they
do the
touch the
same
dope
thing.
and all that.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
So it's really supposed to just be a song with me and G.
Right.
Then eventually, I guess when Marley was making the track or something, Craig heard it, and I guess told Marley he wanted in. And Marley came to me, and I was like, I like that Dark Hilarious shit, and you know, like, yeah, Craig, my dude, yeah, absolutely. So then it was me, G, and Craig. But then the day we was filming the pictures for Marley album cover, after we got through, we went to Marley crib right after the photo session,
Right.
and he was like, this is my new artist, Master Ace. And
Master
we
Ace from
want,
Brooklyn, correct?
yeah,
Okay.
Brownsville, yeah. He's like, you want to put him on the song? And I'm like, looking at Ace, I love Ace, but like Ace used to wear these big glasses, right?
Okay.
So me and G, like, we sitting there like,
He wasn't convinced.
yo, like, dude, nah. I'm like, yo, let's say we're gonna get some pizza and get the fuck up out of here, man. So that was the plan. But I guess we took too long, and Ace got a chance to start spitting. And when
And he killed it.
he spit his verse, I was like, yo, Glass is kind of nice, man. Like, I'm kind of feeling dude,
Right.
So then afterwards, Craig spit his verse,
Right.
and then G came over to me, when we were that G-Rap list, shit, Glass's verse might be a little bit better than Craig's. So it was like, we was like, yeah, we messing with dude. We digging dude. Yeah, all right, let's do this.
Right.
So we did it. And then G-Rap went and he said, like, I don't know, is this like maybe you can tell me, is this like a Queens thing? Because, like, he had like about 150 bars, man.
Oh, yeah,
like, dude, rhyme.
Not being able to count.
This is 2 inch error.
Yeah, 2 inch.
You know what I'm saying? This is 2 inch error.
We talk about the real.
And dude ran the reel off. No, I'm dead serious. I'm not joking. He ran the reel off. So I'm like, so I'm not going there. So yeah, so G had to cut his rhyme.
Right.
Just so I can even fit my verse on.
Now, what was the problem with you and Rakim? What was the? It was a.
Honestly, to this day, I would love to know.
Right.
Because I never had a problem, with Rakim, and me and Eric B was like this.
Right.
Right. When I bought my first house, Eric B had a set of keys before I did, because I was in LA filming something.
Wow.
So me and Eric was cool.
Right.
I guess it was the type of thing where people just wanted to know who was better, so they would push to try to get us better.
Compare you guys' styles together, like because y'all both laid back and lyrical.
I think it's really a lyrical thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think Kane is lyrical. I think Ra is lyrical, but who's better?
Right.
That type of thing.
Right.
Competitive thing. Which to me is hip hop.
Right.
So I can understand them wanting to see that.
Do you when you see like Meek Mill and Drake going at it, what do you say? What do you think of things like that?
I mean, it's my thing is like this here.
Mm-hmm.
You keep it on record, it's hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
You take it off record, now you turn it into a contact sport.
Mm-hmm. Did Kane ever have to slay somebody on the mic?
Oh yeah.
So you have to slay Kane. Let's throw it out there.
On the mic or off the mic?
No, on the mic, baby. Come on, where you going?
I'm saying talking about the contact sport.
I battled, that was my thing, battling.
Right.
So there's a whole bunch of rappers I battled. Is that your question, or are you asking me like somebody?
No, I'm talking about on wax.
Like, who did you slay?
Nah.
Yeah?
No, I never had.
Okay.
Nah.
You didn't have time for that?
Nobody wanted me to. I mean, nobody wanted to go there.
So now the Slick Rick thing. Who brought this up? Was this EPMD? Who was it? It was.
I think it was.
It was EPMD or Jermaine Dupri. It was one of them. They said Slick Rick.
Oh, the bus thing?
Yeah, the bus that y'all had beef and Slick Rick pulled out a gun and tried to shoot you. Is this true? I'm saying y'all my heroes, man. So I just gotta act it straight up.
There may be a little truth to that.
What happened? Yo, listen, this is the crazy thing. Listen, right now, if little curly head and Uncle such and such have beef, we all know about it. But back then, we didn't have Instagram, we didn't have Twitter, so it was all word of mouth. So when I'm hearing this, and they was like, man, yo, there's an EPMD episode. They was like, yeah, you missed a whole bunch of things. And I was like, word? And I had never knew that. I had never heard you go at Slick Rick.
No, nobody went at nobody. It wasn't nothing
so
like
let's just keep it clear. So back in the days, y'all had beef, but it was not on the record.
Yeah, it was some little mild stuff,
Okay.
The gun came into play.
Yeah, it was more or less, I guess, about the tour, an issue about the tour, the LL Nitro tour. There was just a little issue. Nah, it's nothing. It was old news.
Okay.
Yeah,
what was the problem over?
Huh?
What was the problem over?
The problem was over the same thing that EPMD was talking about when y'all had him here about
He already
the
know
order
he
of the
can
show.
get you.
Oh yeah,
Because he knows the story. He hip hop.
Yeah, I see.
Right.
I'll tell you something about Kane. I
He's
know
from
I'm
the streets and everything. He know the rumors. He grew up on hip hop. It's like us. You know what I'm saying? But then he in New York, so everybody giving him the questions that they
don't come on.
In all honesty, let me just say this here.
Because he be getting drunk with all the hip hop over here.
Had an amazing show. And also, he had the club bangers. Mona Lisa, Children's Story. He had an amazing show. And EPMD, I mean, it was like the energy they brought on stage was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, these dudes just had like crazy energy. You know what I'm saying? For them to like not be doing a lot of movement. They had both these parties had phenomenal shows.
And scrap, and you turn it around. With the dance. You hitting the wall. You doing all that. Like, hey, you give him a shot. Keep it real.
Oh, no.
You give him a shot.
But I mean, I came from a different perspective. I think me and you had this conversation over in London before. Like I was saying, like, I'll tell you that, Dougie Fresh came to one of my shows. And he saw me perform, and like we smashed it. This was at the World, downtown. We just showing Dougie saw me smash it, and I'm asking him like, "What you think?" And Doug is, he's like, I mean, it was alright, but I thought that you could have. And in my mind, yeah, but I mean, but it's like after I know I just rocked it, I'm in my mind, I'm like, old school ass nigga, just hate it. That's what's up, dog. That's what's up. But then he was like, yo, won't you come by the crib? Let me show you something. So we go by, his crib, and he pull out these back then I think it might have been Betamax. I'm not even sure what we was rocking then. But videos of Earth, Wind and Fire, Michael Jackson, Pink Floyd.
So y'all studying that?
No, he's showing me what he studied.
Oh, okay.
And explaining how he, transformed that into hip hop.
Right.
To make it work at a hip hop show. And I'm like, So that next morning, I woke up and bought me a James Brown video, Marvin Gaye, and Barry White. Those are the first three I bought.
VHS, you talking about?
This might be Betamax is also, I think this is before VHS.
Okay.
And and I start, studying them and figuring out different things to do on stage. So you see, my mindset wasn't about how to make the dope hip hop show. My mindset was about how to make a dope show,
right?
And make hip hop accepted.
Now I got another question to ask. Who's Flat Top ruled in '89? Come on. Boy, okay. Let me tell you something. How much you used to pay your barber? Because he had your shit right. Your shit was It was how you call it in Spanish, perfecto.
Well, you know, it was like, you know, I had a barber, but then also school was nice with the Clippers too. So before we go on stage, I can always get, you know what I mean?
Did you have a flat top back then?
Come on, man.
I had a flat top, but my shit ain't come like Hanes.
Chunky's there.
My shit was not like Hanes.
My shit go.
I think I invented the Gumby because my barber was just so fucked up.
You had the Gumby too?
Yeah, I had a Gumby too. I had that. I had a Kwame polka dot, everything. I was a real hip hop kid. You know what I mean? So, you think you perfected the flat top?
I think I may have made it popular by talking about it. You know, because I mean, it was something that that I asked for from seeing Larry Blackman from Cameo. So I wasn't the first to have it, you know. And Kid from Kid and Play, his joint was always bigger than mine.
Ultimate joint.
You know, but I think it was just a matter of me always talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like really putting a brand to it. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you were like the hood. Let me say this. You were like the hood. Like you represented the hood. Like when you were doing it, like people from the hood followed what you did. So that's what I'm saying. Like the hood controls the world. So we didn't see the flat top from Cameo. Do you think you don't think you just
for the generation? You're talking about for that generation?
Yeah, I didn't watch Cameo on them niggas. Like not really like that. They you know, y'all was my Cameo.
No, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So now what was your experience like with Cold Chillin' in those days? The Cold Chillin' was damn near like Def Jam. Or like Death Row or whatever. Like you guys was like the first like hood label that was ran by hood people. So how was that experience?
I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, you know, Def Jam, without a doubt, is you know, like probably the greatest hip hop label ever. But Cold Chillin' was unique because the artist was a crew. See what I'm saying? Def Jam had a bunch of hip hop artists.
Yeah.
Cold Chillin' had the Juice crew. The artists were a crew.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it operated that way. And with each one giving off, you know, their different, you know, forms of artistry. You know, like, you know, you had me on the lyrical stuff and the smooth player stuff. You had G-Rap on the gangster stuff, Biz on the comedy, Shantae on the sassy mouth, disrespecting everybody. You know, Shan is the wild child, the wild cowboy. You know, yeah, it was like that. Craig G, you know, the baby come up through. You know,
right. And all of y'all was single artists and then became the Juice Crew, correct? As opposed to like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was all
y'all were the crew.
Nah, we were brought in as a as a member of the Juice Crew. You know, because I mean, you know, this was, you know, the Juice Crew is you know, make no mistake, this is Mr. Magic thing. You know, it wasn't Shan or Shantae thing. It wasn't Marley or Fly Todd thing. This is Mr. Magic thing. You know, so I mean,
I don't think people really know that. Like,
no, because like Shantae,
your crew got 10 artists.
And will forever
you know what I'm
be,
saying?
you know, the queen of the Juice Crew. The one, she is the one who made it popular.
Right.
Because she was the first artist to do it on wax.
When did you go to school? I went to school with her sister, Fastine.
Oh, okay, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's the one who put it on wax. You know what I'm saying? Where we all can eat and make money off of it. But you know, I mean, a lot of people don't know.
So she was the first one to like really rep it.
Like, yeah, she's
really
the one who made the
was.
Juice Crew blow.
Right. Okay.
So she'll forever be the queen of the Juice Crew. Right. But prior to Shantae, and a lot of people don't know this, Jalil from Houdini, Mighty Mike C from the Fearless Four, Melly Mel, Waterbed Kev. These are all members of the Juice Crew that was before her.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Because this was Magic Crew, but they was a part of, you know, his team with radio.
Right.
You know, Shantae started a whole new chapter of the Juice Crew as artists.
Do you think you invented smooth rap? Like rap is just
cool as a cucumber?
Like I would say Hov does smooth
I can't
rap.
say I invented it, but I damn sure made it right.
Okay, goddamn, make some noise for this Daddy K, goddamn. I think you invented smooth rap, and I think one of the people who are still doing it and perfect this smooth rap is Jay-Z. And he's direct.
Yeah, I think he's a direct descendant of Big Daddy Kane. You got Madonna on this list?
Yeah, I got Madonna, goddammit. Yeah, I got Madonna. You wanna go there right
I
now?
want to hear that story.
First off, I got pictures with. Is that
What,
Madonna?
you got pictures?
Is that Madonna and Naomi Campbell?
Mhm.
For real? With the
shit.
legs spread eagle?
Yeah.
You want to pull them up?
I mean, that's on you, baby.
Now, just tell us
What a
what
job,
how did you
Sorry.
end up? Well, we know how it ended up, but you ended up in her book.
The photo shoot. Let's go. What was the photo shoot like, brother? So that was Madonna and Naomi Campbell.
I mean, the photo shoot was fun. You know, I mean.
Hold on, God.
Oh my God!
Hold on, God. Everybody see that? For people who Hold on, I got one more somewhere.
It was right
I think
there.
I
I put it
got
right
that poster in your room.
It was right here.
Go ahead,
I put it right there.
Nah, the photo shoot was live. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, music playing, food out and stuff. No, it was for her book.
Right.
Also, it was for her book.
Yeah,
Oh, Madonna.
yeah, it was a Madonna book.
Ooh, you the other
First thing
side
to
of
knock
me.
down Madonna. Give me high five.
We can play with them on later. These are the same pieces we've been playing.
Me and Madonna never had sex.
Oh, yeah, so it's all right.
That's what I'm saying. Next piece you play, you gonna be on that side.
No. We just
I ain't
took
playing
the
with you, bro.
photos.
I don't know why you trying to. I'm fucking with you.
We done playing. You gotta play because you lose. You can only lose by fucking up. If you don't see something, I'm saying that's the only way you can do it.
And I mean, don't get me
You
wrong,
set that piece
Madonna,
up here
she's
'cause you
a
doing
good
something
player,
right here.
but importantly,
You didn't know the piece was right there, you
because
said?
see, the way we met, that's what the whole.
No, I'm just saying, you saying you didn't know the piece was there?
Circumstances, you know, this wasn't about no sexy, you know, freaky stuff, you know, like the way we met was, me, Madonna, and Color Me Bad was visiting hospitals.
Oh,
see,
wow,
you know,
sex you
Yeah,
out.
Yeah. So you see where this is going.
Yeah.
So we visited hospitals, with kids, like this, you know, sick in the hospital, going to take pictures with them to sign autographs. And you know, these hospitals are like on, you know, on the east side of Manhattan and stuff like this. So while we there, you know, they knew who Madonna was. They knew who Color Me Bad was. You know, a lot of kids in the hospital, they didn't really know exactly who I was. You know, but like this was like, you know, upper class, you know, white children. You know. And Madonna is sitting there like, you know Big Daddy Kane? Say hi to Big Daddy Kane. He's a famous rapper. Let me hear you say, ain't no. And I'm like, oh, Madonna know my shit. Yo, you know, like, yeah, that was one of them moments for
And this
me. Like,
before or after you finger popped her? Because clearly,
this is before.
because clearly,
See, I didn't dispute that.
yeah.
I mean, you got that.
Clearly his fingers is.
I mean, what am I gonna lie? Like that's not me.
Was that her idea? Can you please speak about
Let's keep it real, Kane. Did you smell it? Otherwise, come on. We all smell it.
Nah.
You didn't smell it?
Nah.
Let me show your hands right now.
Let me just tell you, son. Listen, you got two of the baddest women, arguably for two of the best of the both worlds. I would have wore Speedo too, my brother. I'm gonna just throw that out there. But he definitely got the Speedo on. He's leopard print and all that. That's my nigga.
What are you thinking right there?
Don't you love the way he sneak those in? You know what I'm saying? It's not a cool shot, you know what I'm saying? It's like a Chinese stuff. It's more like, you know, like a spitball. It's like a spitball, right?
You got away with it, my nigga.
Hold on, he shoot him real greasy, man.
Let me tell you something, King. Yo, listen, we all looked up to you in the hood, and we was like, damn. Like, in our mind, you said you didn't, but in our mind, niggas was like, yo, you could blow up, you could rap, and you could fuck rich white bitches. Like, this is what we doing in the hood. It was like, oh, shit, Daddy King.
You got to cook them bitches in the microwave. You got to cook them so they get hard.
They already cooked. I'm saying they're not wrong.
It's chicken, so that appreciate quick chicken don't really be quick.
Put that lyric in. Put that lyric in.
You know what I'm saying? So I put mine there for 9 minutes. I don't know how long it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look. Because they told me you don't drink champagne or you don't drink it, but I just wanted to give you a bottle of Dom Perignon for me. To you.
No, I appreciate it.
Because in my mind, I thought we was going to drink champagne because I just be looking at. Ain't no half stepping when you in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
You in the ring, and I just in my mind when they fed you water, it was champagne.
Well, I mean, for the money in the record, I do drink champagne. It's just I prefer wine, but I do drink champagne.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, listen, Kane, I just gotta throw this out there. Every guest that we ever had took a shot of something. So, would you like to indulge in one shot?
The show is good.
Something.
All the older
It's called Tiger Balls.
hip hop veterans been in
Yeah,
there.
it's semi.
Right.
You put me up when I start working.
This is no sugar, just in case.
You know, a lot of them do drink.
No, I'm just saying, like,
LL was on there, he didn't drink.
This is a Chinese herb.
It's heavy in ginseng
No,
and a lot of
LL be
something
on
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
you know, that kind of stuff. 50 don't drink.
Is it your turn?
I look like a ginseng.
Yes, you do. Come on. Let's do it. This is Big Daddy Kane. And he been hyped all fucking week. Oh, nah, we been all been hyped. Because, you know, Kane, there's no outlet for us. Yo, hold on.
I mean, look at the size of these fucking.
He get the best interviews though when he
Yeah.
artists who.
There we go. There we go. Okay, good. All right, get one more. So Kane, you know, when me and my partner, we sat here and we said, you know, we had a radio show prior to that, but on this radio show, we was just playing around, we was bullshit, but we just sat back and said, there isn't an outlet for our people, our older statesmen, our people who put in this work, our people who did what they had to do, and to sit down and be saluted. So we want you to know that this is what we doing tonight. Big Daddy Kane, first off, you raised me, in case you ain't know it or not. You raised me. I'm sure you raised half of these motherfuckers in their room. And if you didn't raise these guys in your room, their parents fucked to your music, and that's why they're here right now. So you raised them indefinitely. So I just want to indirectly, because I just want to say, Big Daddy Kane, we should be saluted every day of the motherfucking year. You're a Virgo. We're gonna get into that later. September 10th, correct?
Yes, sir.
That day should be Big Daddy Kane fucking holiday. You do whatever the fuck you want to do on that day. You should be able to piss on your boss' feet. and just come to fucking work and just do whatever the fuck you gotta do. But I don't know if you know this is how we do it, Kane. This is this is Tiger Bones.
That's like you can't fucking waste it. Now you ain't even eat it. That's like wasting.
And this is to Big Daddy Kane. Oh, you got
What?
That's how you eat it.
Man, how you eat chicken, man? You ain't really eating that shit, man. That shit half-ass done and shit.
It got to burn. But it's smooth though. It's smooth though.
Of course you would say.
No, Kane. I'm growing up.
Yes, sir.
I'm following you. I'm a kid. How do I become a smooth operator?
They only say that.
You know, lots of times I talk to the youth about their career, and it's like I always try to tell cats, you know, that you got to give your fans you. You cannot follow the trend, you know, because trends come and go. So when that trend is gone, you're gone because you was a part of it. There was nothing special about you. There was nothing special that made them, you know, try to dissociate you from whatever the hell else was going on. You have to be somebody that's unique. Give them something original, something where they gravitate to what you do, what you represent. You know what I'm saying? That's something I've always thought was important in an artist. You know, I mean, you got to give them something special. You know, and I mean, in all honesty, I feel like you've done that.
Right.
You know, I don't think, you know, that you were cut out to be the smooth dude. You were cut out to be what you are.
Exactly.
And you wear it well. You wear it well.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's make some noise for me. Can you make some noise for me? Yo, twin, you over here. Listen. You wait. Yo, twin, you coming? Look. Listen, I'm sure you was made up for Big Daddy Kane record. I'm sure your parents, this is how you got here. This is my man Twin. He had a fatal accident, but he's good. Not Fatal, excuse me, sorry. Damn, you know Big Daddy Kane? God damn it. You serve some other Big Daddy Kane. But he got us Papa Dog, hurry on, twin. He got us Papa Dog, hurry on. Yeah, here, come get a glass, and that's about it. You only get one. Keep you moving. You shot a Tiger Ball? Hold on. Big Kane, take a second shot. Yeah, take a shot of that song.
Let's not advance that.
No, but seriously, I don't know who really go to movies and like really focus on scenes that deep. But I mean, you know, when I was watching Paid in Full, I'm watching a lot of the people that had little cameos and little spots in there. And I mean, like, yo, that scene with you, I mean,
I made it all up.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that you stayed focused and you made your presence felt. Right. You know what I'm saying? You didn't just fall back and just be a part of the script.
No.
You made your presence felt. You know what I'm saying? You came across on camera great, man. Like, yeah, I'd love to see more shit like that, man.
Now, speaking of movies, you did the Posse movie.
Mm-hmm.
How was that experience? But that was like when we knew. We thought like, damn, Kane never went back. That was a all-star cast. Looking like Kane never coming back.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like, you know, I enjoyed doing it. It was the type of
shit like that.
Because I didn't want to be on the big screen being a rapper or being a thug. Because I mean, you know, you didn't see me do that. Yeah. So having to, you know, speak in a period voice.
Where he said he got 30, that boy. Something happened.